welcome to our presentation this evening. We're going to be talking about Lifewave and X39 and the activation of stem cells, and it's very exciting. This is leading edge, cutting edge science in wellness. And so, but before we get started, I just want to share a personal realization I came to a while back as I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, younger. And I bet some of you can relate to that. And so we're going to talk about that, and we may unlock some doors here for you tonight. But before we do, I'd like to ask you a personal question. And if anything were possible, what is one thing you would choose to experience differently in your health, or maybe in the health of someone you love and care for? And what difference would that make for you or them? Maybe it's you, or maybe it's a loved one that has a serious health challenge. And and we all want to live a healthy, long life and help our loved ones do the same. So I do want to make note that our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, diagnose any disease. However, they do help bring our bodies back into a more healthy, regenerative mode. And many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome to the stem cell revolution, because as I said, we feel everyone wants to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And we found that stem cells are the key because they're a vital part of our immune system that helps to repair and regenerate damaged cells in all of our organs, glands, bones, muscles, everywhere throughout our body. Now, with that said, here's the problem. The older we get, the less stem cells we have, the less active they are. And by age 60, only a small percentage remain active and vital. And the fewer stem cells we have, the faster we age and the slower we heal. And neither of those things sound very cool to me. And so what about stem cell injections? Because they become quite popular, but you know what? They're pretty expensive too, and they can be painful, they can be risky, they can be somewhat controversial, and there's no guaranteed results. You could spend thousands or tens of thousands of dollars and maybe or may not get the results you're after. Well, tonight we're going to share some really good news with you, because you can look, feel, perform, and live younger with this historic breakthrough in stem cell activation. It's a new wearable technology in patch form. It's affordable, it's safe, and it's non-invasive, drug-free. It's a patented form of phototherapy, and we're going to dig into that a little bit here tonight. It uses specific frequencies of light to increase and improve our stem cell activity, which is a very, very cool thing. This is the brainchild of our visionary founder and CEO, David Schmidt, who's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher. Dave is a genius inventor with over 100 patents and patent pendings, and he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 20 years. He's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of Lifewave phototherapy products, and many, many more studies are always in the works, because this is a science-based company. It's a 17-year-old advanced research and development company, technology company focused on health sciences. It was started back in 2004 based on an energy-enhancing technology that David actually created under a U.S. government contract developed for the Navy SEALs to increase their strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. It turned out to be so effective, it's now used by world-class athletes around the world in almost every sport. And we do have corporate headquarters, laboratories, and manufacturing diversified between California, Utah, and Ireland. And we have global distribution to over 75 countries from our 15 global distribution centers, because we just recently opened our 15th one in Thailand. And the word is getting out. Lifewave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. And the media has noticed, and maybe you will too, because if you look carefully at some of your favorite athletes, you might see these auspicious little white patches on their body. And it's the power of the patch that is really affecting their performance. So how does this amazing, technology work? Well, let's talk about it. It's based on a type of phototherapy called photobiomodulation, and Lifewave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied or near your body, they're activated by our body heat, and they begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light, which can stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in the body. And this is known as photobiomodulation, and it is the basis of our Lifewave phototherapy patches. And it's been a well-recognized and proven scientific principle that different frequencies of light can cause specific changes within our bodies. And for example, when we go out in the sun, a very specific frequency of light causes our body to make vitamin D, which is very cool. We don't get a download of vitamin D from the sun, but we get a frequency stimulation that causes our body to manufacture vitamin D. And likewise, another frequency of light, UV, causes our body to make melanin, the chemical that gives us a suntan. Well, Lifewave's patented technology is based on the same rock-solid, well-recognized scientific principle. Now, our focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And 3 years ago, we released to the global market the Lifewave X39 stem cell activation patch, which is truly a historic and affordable breakthrough in stem cell activation, because some are actually calling us the holy grail of anti-aging and restorative science, because we're doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not yet been able to do. And because X39 actually activates a specific copper peptide that activates our own body's stem cells. So we're not injecting stem cells, we're activating our own body's stem cells. At the same time, it also alters gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. So it truly is a game changer. X39 is a true breakthrough, and David Schmidt, our founder and CEO, says this is my greatest accomplishment yet, with an emphasis on yet, because David spends more time in the laboratory than in the office. So yes, we have patents, yes, we have clinical studies, yes, we have field results proving that X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And for us baby boomers, this is very, very exciting news.